How we doing, people? Right, so in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend 10 PS4 games. I thought I'd start this little thing, maybe go through all the different consoles and just pick out 10 games that I enjoy on them systems and then just recommend them. So, let's get started. Right, wasting no time, and these are in no particular order, by the way. We have got Axiom Verge. Now, I've only had this game for a short amount of time, not really anything to see on the back, but this is the Multiverse edition. I'm not sure if it's still on Amazon, but I got this for $14.99 on Amazon on a special, so it's definitely worth picking up if you can get it for that price. There's a few little extra goodies in it. Right, I've only had this game a short amount of time, but it is a game that I thoroughly enjoy. Best way to probably describe it is it's like a kind of Metroidvania style game. I'm not going to give anything away. It's a great game. It's done in the sort of style where it's like a retro style graphic game, which only adds to it because I love that style of game. Yeah, it's a fantastic game, and if you like your Castlevanias, your Metroids, things like that, you will enjoy this game. So definitely one worth picking up if you got your PS4. You will not be disappointed. You will thoroughly enjoy this game. Right, okay, moving on. Batman Arkham Knight. Now, this is an old game now. You can pick this up pretty cheap. Fantastic game. This game I actually got with my system. Now, I have had two PS4s. I did have the original size PS4, which is what that game come with. And then I had to replace it because there was issues with it later on. So when I replaced it, obviously the Slim did not come with that. So that came with my original system. And it was the first game I had on the PS4, and this got played a lot. Unfortunately, I got stuck on one of the Batmobile levels and I couldn't get past it, got fed up and never went back to it. It is a game I do intend to go back to, but I'm probably going to start from the beginning because I can't remember any of the buttons, the controls. So, nevertheless, very good game, and I did sink a lot of hours into it. So, if you do like the Batman games, this one is definitely worth picking up for the PS4. Would I say it's the best Batman one released? Maybe not, but it's a very good game. It's a very good game in its own right. So, right, moving on. Right, as you know, I like my fighters. This should be no surprise. Street Fighter 5. Now, when this first came out, I'll admit I wasn't a massive fan. However, they've added to it a lot over time. There's been a lot of updates to the game, and I would say that it's one of the best Street Fighter games at this moment. So, don't really need to tell you much about it. It's a Street Fighter game, you know. You got your well-known characters, maybe a few new ones. Very good game though. If you like your Street Fighters, definitely worth picking up. And I think you can get that one pretty cheap these days as well. This one should be no surprise to anybody. Let's get my fingers out of the way. Streets of Rage 4. Now, I imagine this would be in anyone's top 10 or recommended for the PS4. It's a great game. As you know, not only do I like my one-on-one fighters, I like my side-scrolling beat-em-ups as well. And Streets of Rage is no exception. I've enjoyed that franchise from the get-go. So when I heard there was a Streets of Rage 4 coming out, I had to buy it. And this is a fantastic game. Me and my boy enjoyed it that much. We completed this in the first night of getting it. So it says a lot, really. We didn't come off it until we'd finished it. So, and we've gone back to it a couple of times since as well, because they've been adding to it as well as, you know, new modes and things like that added. Fantastic game, definitely worth picking up. Right, okay. Now, don't worry, these aren't all going to be fighters, guys, don't worry. Right, this is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Now, this I got for a very good price. You can pick this up fairly cheap if you look in the right places, and it's definitely worth picking up. If I just hold this up, you will be able to see, if it's zooming all right, all the different Street Fighters that are on it. And yeah, it's fantastic value for money. I got this, I think, for under £20. Yeah, so you got Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Street Fighter Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 New Generation, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. I mean, you know, they're all on here. Just great value for money, very enjoyable, and hours of gameplay. So if you like your one-on-one beat 'em ups, definitely worth picking up. Right, now this one is another one I haven't had that long, but nevertheless, it's one of my favourite games. This, you know, I've only played it a few times, but it's a really good game, and that is Valfaris. So again, it's a Retroid style game. It's a retro style game in terms of graphics. You know, it's a run and gun basically, and there's so many good things about this. The colours, the graphics, the music. I mean, the music is great. I like my rock music, so the music in this is perfect because it's a rock metal style music. Very challenging, gets challenging very quickly. But nonetheless, although it's challenging, I found that this is a game that I don't get fed up with. Like, for example, just recently I played it and I got stuck on one part and I just kept going until I done it. So, whereas with other games I might have got a bit fed up and gone, you know what, I'm going to leave that alone for a while. Not this one. This is one I seem to keep going until I get past that bit. And then if I get stuck on the next bit, I might turn it off, go back to it another day. However, I am getting through it. It's taken a while, but I am getting through it. Very good game. If you do get a chance to get this, pick it up because the price is going up on this game. Very good game. Right, okay, next one. Mortal Kombat 11 Special Edition. Yes, very good game right from the get-go. It's got even better because of the things they've added to it. You know, you've got Terminator, Robocop, Rambo, you know, all these extra characters, and very good game. You know, Mortal Kombat's are good anyway, aren't they? Especially these new generations of them. They're very good. Graphics are great. The gameplay's great. However, it's not my favourite Mortal Kombat, but we'll get to that. This one is good nonetheless, though. So if you haven't got it and you like your one-on-one fighting games, definitely pick it up. Right, okay. Devil May Cry HD Collection. Now, I did originally play Devil May Cry 1 and 2 on the PS2. So when they brought this out on the PS4, I got it. And yes, I mean, it's, you know, it's HD quality, so the graphics are better. But again, it's a fighting style game. It's a hack and slash. And I love these games. Like, Devil May Cry is such a good franchise. And of course, it's made by Capcom. You know, you can't go wrong with that. You can pick this up fairly cheap. If you like your hack and slash games, most people have heard of Devil May Cry, but just in case you've been living under a rock and you haven't, if you like your hack and slash games, definitely pick this up. It's got a nice sort of dark gothic sort of tone to it. You know, it involves demons, etc. So if you're into that sort of thing, it's definitely worth getting. Oh, and a side note, this was originally meant to be a Resident Evil game and it got changed to Devil May Cry. So there's a little interesting tidbit for you there. Right, moving on. This one I imagine will be on everyone's top 10 or recommended, and that is Spider-Man. Do I need to say anything? Most people have heard of this. Great game. Now, obviously, you have got the new one out, which is out on the PS4, but obviously it's more steered towards the PS5. I have not picked that up, not yet anyway, I will do. Mainly because, if I'm honest, I can't imagine it's much different to this one, other than obviously it's a different character as Spider-Man. But nevertheless, good game. Now, this is again like Batman. I've got stuck in one part. I can't get past it. I'm going to go back to it and get past that part because it's driving me mad. No matter what I do, I can't do it. But nevertheless, it's a really good game. And up until the point I got stuck, I was loving this game. So yes, if you like these style games, you know, like your Batman Arkham games, etc., then this is a perfect game for you. Especially if you're a big Spider-Man fan. This is the best Spider-Man game so far. Although I can't necessarily say that because I haven't got the new one. But before the new one, this was the best Spider-Man game ever released. So if you get a chance to pick this up, and I imagine you can pick it up pretty cheap these days, definitely get it. You will not be disappointed. Right, and then my last one. And most people who watch my channel will know that I love this game. I've streamed it on the channel many times. And it's Mortal Kombat. No, this is Mortal Kombat X, but I will class it as XL. And I'll explain that in a minute. Right, so when this initially came out, it was Mortal Kombat X. And then later on, they brought out the XL, which was basically X with all the add-ons. Well, I bought all the add-ons online. So effectively, when I put this in my PS4, this is the XL edition. Very good game. My favourite one out of the Mortal Kombats. Simple reason for that is, other than the gameplay and the style that they've done it in, obviously Mortal Kombat 11 is very similar, takes a lot from this game. But this was the first one really to do it the way they did. And the reason I enjoy this game so much, other than the mechanics of it and the special moves, etc., is the characters. The add-on characters for this were Leatherface, who I'm not so much of a fan of, Jason Voorhees, you know, I love Jason, the Xenomorph, Predator. Predator's my favourite character on this game. It's what makes me go back to it constantly. You know, I do play with other characters, but I've got to be honest, my favourite character on this game is the Predator. So, and if you've watched our channel and you've seen the streams, you'll notice I do play as him quite often. So, yeah, very good game. And if you haven't played it and you like your one-on-one fighters, definitely pick it up. It's well worth it. I would suggest you get the XL edition, because obviously if you've got this version and you've downloaded it like I have, at some point, you know, you won't be able to do that. So you're probably better off getting the XL version. But yes, very good game, definitely worth picking up. Right, okay. Now, I know that there's a lot of one-on-one fighters in there, but that's because, if I'm honest, they're my favourite genre of games. Obviously, things like shoot-em-ups and that have kind of waned a bit on the PlayStations over the last couple of generations. Otherwise, there would be some of them in there as well. But I did try, although I do like my fighters, I did try to get a nice mix in there. And this is definitely a top 10 or a 10 that I would recommend. These are all fantastic games that I love playing and have played a lot. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave that one there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this has helped. Maybe you found something that might be interesting in there to you. And all I'm going to say really is like, share and subscribe. And also hit that notification bell so that you're made aware of all our future videos. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to mention the Nerdy Geezer Facebook group. Like I've said on other videos, if you are part of the page, join the group, because the page will be going. If you're not a member, then the link is in the description below. Click on that and just join the group. If you've got videos or maybe interesting memes and things like that you want to share, put them on there, feel free. That's the whole point of the group. Also, I'm going to mention about the Retro Emulation fan group on Facebook. If you're not part of that, get over there and join that if you're into your emulation. Right, all there is left to say is take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.